So what did the Lord say? Read it one more time. Isaiah 9 and 5.
Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior.
Oh, no, I had you holding Hebrews too.
Really? For every battle of the warrior.
Every battle of the warrior, come on.
Is with confused noise.
Shalom. Now,
Shalom.
all right, all right, go ahead.
And garments rolled in blood.
And garments rolled in blood, then we'll fight in the shade. Right, come on.
But this shall be with burning.
But this shall be with burning, go ahead.
And fuel of fire.
And what?
And fuel of fire.
The Lord said this gonna be with burning and fuel of fire. So, Gorbachev, you didn't stop your Cold War is still gonna turn hot. All right, the Cold War is still gonna turn hot. Yeah. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. It says it's gonna be with burning and fuel of fire. Hebrews 12:29.
The book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 29.
Yeah.
For our God is a consuming fire.
What is our power?
Our God is a consuming fire.
Lord said our power is a consuming fire. So that nuclear war is still coming, man. All them so-called peace talks. Give me 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. And you give me Isaiah 48:22. All right, all them so-called peace talks that you had with Ronald Reagan back in the 80s, it don't mean a damn thing, man. The Lord still, right? Because you dead now. How much peace you gonna talk about now that you're dead? There he is with Reagan, with the peace talks. That damn snake Reagan, that damn demon. All right, and George Bush Sr. tried to off his ass, right, with his cousin. That guy that shot Reagan was the Bush's cousin.
Hinckley.
Yeah. All right, yeah, Hinckley, John Hinckley. Yeah, that was the Bush's cousin. Yeah, they tried to say he was crazy and put him in insane asylum. No, the CIA and Georgia and the Bush family put his ass under mind control and said, "Cousin, you're gonna kill Reagan, and I'm gonna be the next president of the United States." And he said, "Zong." Like the Manchurian candidate. And the man said, I must go kill Ronald Reagan. Right? Remember Saturday Night Live made mockery of it.
Right.
They said, who shot Buckwheat?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, they act like Buckwheat was the president.
Yeah.
And somebody tried to
Somebody said, hey, Mr. Wheat.
Hey, Mr.
He
Wheat.
said, yay.
Mr.
Hey,
Wheat.
pop, pop, pop.
That was on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, don't follow.
Right.
But when you read the Immaculate Deception of Bush crime family revealed, it tell you it was Senior Bush that tried to off Reagan. John Hinckley was a distant cousin of the Bush family. And they put his ass under mind control, LSD, MK Ultra, CIA mind control, and they had him try to kill Reagan, man.
Right.
And they said the bullet came like a half an inch from Reagan's heart, I believe it was. And they said a half an inch, it would have hit his heart, he would have been fooled, Senior Bush would have been president years earlier. Right, read.
Isaiah 48:22.
Come on.
There is no peace.
The Lord said there is no peace. Come on.
Saith the Lord.
Saith the Lord. Go ahead.
Unto the wicked.
So you can have all your peace talks and you ended the Cold War. There's no peace, Gorbachev. And now you're dead. How much peace you gonna bring about now? You're dead. All right, and that Vladimir Putin, that hardliner is in office.
Right.
That's gonna bring about that Third World War. Read what you got, King. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. You give me Matthew 10:34. Read.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Right, so Paul said the exact time we don't really know. We can't say the nuclear war is going to happen November 27th, 2023. Right? We wish that'd only be over a year from now, but we don't know. It's on the Most High. The times and seasons the Most High know. Come on.
Verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly.
Yourselves know perfectly. Come on.
That the day of the Lord,
the day of the return of Hamashiach Yahushua, come on.
So cometh as a thief in the night.
It comes like a thief in the night. Go ahead.
For when they shall say peace and safety.
When they shall say peace and safety, come on.
Then sudden destruction.
And what?
Sudden destruction.
And sudden destruction. Right, so you can say you ended the Cold War and you know your peace talks with Ronald Reagan. All right, and we ended tensions back then. What did the Lord say?
Sudden destruction coming upon them.
So when you say peace and safety, because now that's what he's known for, that's his legacy. His so-called legacy is the peace talks and ending the Cold War. But you forgot, Gorbachev, even though you so-called ended the Cold War, and now your body is dead and cold, but the Lord's still gonna make it hot. Right, come on.
As travail upon a woman.
As travail upon a woman, go ahead.
With child.
And the pain's gonna get worse as time go on. Come on.
and they shall not
And
escape.
you're not going to escape. So Gorbachev, you're dead and gone, and the world is not going to escape nuclear war. Because I think who took over? Yeltsin. Then
Yeah.
Boris Yeltsin took over, and then Boris Yeltsin abruptly resigned, and then Madman Putin came in.
Yeltsin was a drunk.
Yeah, Yeltsin was a drunk. Yeah,
Yeah, he was a
right.
drunk.
Yeltsin abruptly resigned. They probably told him, "Listen, man, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, your damn liver gonna cave in."
Yeah. Put that
Right.
put that vodka
Put that
down.
vodka down. Right? Put that vodka and that bread down. You know what I'm saying? Right? All you do is eat bread and drink vodka all day.
Right.
Right? So they said, listen, man, go sit down. And then Putin came in, Madman Putin.
Right.
All right, so hopefully Putin be the last Russian president. Right? Lead them into the Third World War. All right, read on.
10. Matthew 10:34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth.
Yahweh Shah said, don't think that I've come to send peace on earth. The Cold War will become hot. All right, and you didn't end a damn thing. That's all that the Lord said in Habakkuk, though it tarry, wait for it will surely come, it will not tarry. Right, come on.
I come not to send peace,
I came not to send peace, come on.
but a sword.
But a what?
But a sword.
What does war represent?
But a sword.
Them nuclear bombs are considered what?
But a
The
sword.
Lord said that considered a sword. Lord said I came to send a sword. That's all the nuclear bomb is the modern day sword, the modern day gun.
Right.
Right? The missile is like a giant bullet. That's all, but this bullet hits and destroys and burns up lands. I was in an Army Navy store the other day, and there's an Army Navy store on 42nd Street. The Edomite in there is a nutcase. The man looked like he damn fought in damn World War I, World War II.
He's shell-shocked.
The man, he's like, remember the movie Falling Down?
Yeah.
Remember Michael Douglas with the Army
yeah.
Navy store,
Yeah.
and the guy, the dude remind me of the guy in the Army Navy store in
Yeah.
Falling Down.
Yeah,
He's a nutcase.
They'll spit in your
The
food.
man, when you go in there, right behind the counter, the man got every size bullet. He got all kinds of different size bullets. He got like a regular 9mm gun bullet, all the way up to like a bazooka, like damn near rocket bullet.
Right.
But when you look at it, it just looked like a miniature missile. That's how a missile look. A
Right.
nuclear missile technically is nothing but a giant bullet. That's what it's going to get shot into lands. Like you shoot somebody's body, it's just going to actually be shot into lands. And it's going to explode and destroy those lands. Like the bullet do, like you might have a hollow point. Right? That's all it is at Josh Saddam. All the bullet had about 7 different size bullets. If you ever go in the Army Navy store on 42nd Street, look behind the counter up on the shelf. He got different size bullets. He got big ass bullets that fit big rifles and stuff and everything. Damn near look like he got the little the thing the rocket launcher. Looked like he got that bullet, every damn thing. And it just looked like a miniature missile, man. That's all. The Lord said what, man? Yahweh Shah said, when they say peace and safety, think not that I have come to send peace on the earth, not send peace but a sword. And the ultimate sword is going to be that nuclear fire.
Right.
So Gorbachev, you didn't end the Cold Act. Them nukes are going to be used, buddy boy. All right, by Shema Mashiach, Yom Shah. Read it again.
Matthew 10:34.
Good.
Think not that I come to send peace on earth.
The Lord said, think not that I come to send peace on earth. Go ahead.
I come not to send peace,
I didn't come to send peace. Come on.
but a
So
sword.
you can act like you ended a war and all that. It don't matter. The Lord gonna still stir it up. And even if you say, well, it's been years and he ended the Cold War and there's not been a nuclear war. Listen, the Lord can bring it at any time, man.
Right.
The Most High said he come like a thief in the night. Right, we just read it. When you say peace and safety, then sudden destruction is coming on your behind.
God.
And you will not escape, thus saith the Lord. Give me Sirach 7 and 17. And you get Judah 16, 17. All right, because the scriptures speak, all throughout the scriptures, they speak about that ultimate day of fire. And what is that ultimate day of fire? The nuclear destruction. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. It's all throughout the Bible. And we just bringing it out to show you, just because you want to make this old Russian devil, you want to make his legacy that he ended the Cold War. All right, he stopped things. Him and Ronald Reagan stopped nuclear tension between America and Russia. That don't mean it's still not going to happen. So that's why we bringing it out, because it's biblical prophecy. I got you, Nala. Read.
Sirach chapter 7 and 17.
Come on.
Humble thyself
The
greatly.
Lord said you better humble yourself greatly. This is for you mainly, you black, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian. Good.
For the vengeance of the ungodly
Vengeance of the ungodly, come on.
is fire.
Is what?
Is fire.
What's going to happen to the ungodly? Shalom, brother. Right, shalom, brother. All right?
Is fire
fire, go ahead.
and worms.
And what?
And worms.
And that fire and worms is going to be from the nuclear bomb.
Right.
Now let's see what our warrior sister Judith said. Read.
What you want, 6:17?
16, 17.
Oh, come on.
Judith chapter 16, verse 17. All right, read that one more time.
Sirach chapter 7 and 17.
Come on.
Humble thyself greatly.
You humble yourself greatly. Come on.
For the vengeance of the ungodly
Vengeance of the wicked that don't want to keep the commandments of the Most High. Come on.
is fire.
Is what?
Is fire.
Fire, come on.
And
The
worms.
Lord said the vengeance is fire and worms.
Ah.
All right, so the hell with what Gorbachev got to talk about. He's dead and gone, and them nukes are being polished up. By Shimmer
By Shimmer Mashiach.
Read Judah 16, 17. When you get Revelation 21 and 7, read.
Judah chapter 16, verse 17.
Come on.
Woe to the nations that rise up against my kindred.
And Sister Judah said, woe, destruction to all the nations that rise up against my kindred. Come on.
The Lord Almighty will take vengeance of them
The Lord said he's going to take vengeance of them. Come on.
in the day of
In
judgment,
the day of judgment. Come on.
and putting fire,
And put in what?
and putting fire,
Put in fire. Come on.
and worms
And worms. Go ahead.
in their flesh.
The Lord said he's going to put fire and worms in their flesh. So all the nations that came up against the children of Israel, our sister Judah prayed that the Most High bring nuclear fire on their flesh. By Shimmer Mashiach.
By Shimmer Mashiach.
Read, King, Revelation 21 and 7. You give me Zechariah 14 and 12. Read.
Revelation 21 and 7.
Go ahead.
He that overcometh shall inherit all things.
Go ahead.
And I will be his God, and he shall be my son.
Come on.
But the fearful,
What the Lord say?
but the fearful,
The fearful, come on.
and the unbelieving,
And the unbelieving, go ahead.
and the abominable,
Go ahead.
and the murderers,
Go ahead.
and whoremongers,
Go ahead.
and sorcerers,
Go ahead.
idolaters,
Go ahead.
and all liars
Come on.
shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone,
They're going to have a part in the lake that burn with fire and brimstone. Go ahead.
which is the second death.
Which is the second death, or the second major world destruction. The first one was the flood. The Lord said he's going to end the earth one time by water and the final time by fire.
Right.
By Shimmer Mashiach,
Shimmer
Yahushua. Right, go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 7.
Yo.
But it shall
12.
you want 12?
Yeah.
14 and verse 12?
Go ahead.
Come, Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12.
Check it out.
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away.
Right, we got the image right there. It's right there. It said their flesh shall consume away. Go ahead.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Their flesh is going to consume away while they stand up on their feet. Go ahead.
And their eyes shall consume away in their
The
holes.
Lord said their eyes going to consume away in their holes. Right, go ahead.
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
And that's literal. Their literal bodies are going to be burning up. Physically and spiritually, that means what? The vision that you have for the future of this society is going to be destroyed. All the lies that you told and the things you speak and the bold speech you make about this world, this society going to continue on, is all going to be destroyed.
All right.
Fire is going to consume it. Go ahead.
Verse 13, and this shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord.
That's it on that. Go ahead now, La Salakia.
Oh, yeah,
I forgot you
God.
wanted to bring it up. Something.
God,
Bring it
speaking
out.
about Ronald Reagan, there's this bogus tape. He was such a lying snake. There was a bogus video he made years back when he was president,
Right.
about when he was a kid. They didn't teach it. He said his parents didn't teach him racism. They said he was on some kind of sports team, and there were two black players, and they went inside a hotel. The hotel wouldn't allow the black players, so he said, "Get in the car. I'm gonna take you to my house, and then you're welcome in my house." So he said, he knocked on the door, and his parents said, his mom's answered the door and said, "Come in."
In Eureka College, yes, what happened was that we had to stay overnight in our hometown on a way, the bus load of players on a way to a Saturday game. And I took the coach in, introduced him to the manager of the hotel, and he said that he would take everybody but those two. Well, our coach, Mac, he said, well, we'll sleep in the bus. And he turned to, because the man had said also that no other hotel would either. There weren't many hotels in that little town. And we started out, and I told him, Mac, I said, we can't do that. I said, if they'll know what the reason is and be embarrassed. Well, he said, what can we do? when he had told me that I couldn't stay at home, even though I had a home there. And I said, well, why don't we just say there isn't enough room for everybody? And you put me and the two fellas in a cab and we'll go home. And even then, he, feeling as upset as he did, he said, you sure you want to do that? And I said, yes. I knew my home. No chance to call or anything. Home, and rang the doorbell, and Nellie came to the door. My brother and I decided to call our parents by their first name after we got to a certain age. Came to the door, and I said, Nellie, there isn't enough room in the hotel for all of us. Can we put up here? Well, she never, of course you can put up here, and in we came. And that wasn't unusual for the way I was raised or brought up at all. And I still feel the same way.
The story sounds so fake. Like it was. He said, and then they caught him on tape another time saying like he was going at ham. He was like talking about some African delegates, representatives. He said, they probably never even wear. This is the first time they ever wore clothes. He said it probably flies around him. He was making jokes about ham.
President Richard Nixon recorded himself talking to then California Governor Ronald Reagan in October 1971, the day after the United Nations voted to recognize the People's Republic of China. Reagan had phoned Nixon at the White House to vent his frustration at African delegates who celebrated the vote.
Last night, I tell you, to watch that thing on television as I did, to see those monkeys from those African countries, and they're still uncomfortable wearing shoes.
They be making mad jokes about him. And then, you know, Ronald Reagan was in Hollywood. Yeah. And he played on them cowboy movies.
Bedtime for Bonzo.
Bedtime for Bonzo, going to bed with a monkey. Yeah. Say, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And right. You remember that? See? You remember that? Yeah, you remember that? Yeah. It's a car, remember that? Yeah. Right. Bedtime with Bonzo. Yeah. All right, yeah. We know what he was doing with Bonzo. Right. We know what Ronald Reagan was doing. And that Bonzo probably represent a little Jake. Right. That represent a little Jake, since they call us monkeys and chimpanzees and orangutans. Right. Yeah, man, that monkey represents a little Jake. The hell with Ronald Reagan, man. And there's a little. The hell with him. I wish that bullet would have hit his damn heart. Right. Inside joke. The hell with that devil, man. Inside joke amongst racists, because Reagan spelled backwards is nigger. Right. He's the devil, man. And he was out there in Orange County and all that in Hollywood. I mean, in California, racist as hell, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Racist as hell. How many of you remember what you were doing a year ago? Right. When they questioned him about the Oliver North, the Iran, the Iran scam. I don't know. How many of you remember what you were doing a year ago? Right. But he said predators are criminals, man. Yeah. They're liars. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1. These leaders, man. The hell with these leaders, man. I was bringing out earlier this summer in Chicago how the Most High was dealing with these leaders. About how they assassinated the ex-prime minister of Japan. They raided the president of Sri Lanka's house. Right? And all that dirt came out on Biden and his sons. Smoking crack and stealing stock tips and all this different thing. And embezzlement and all kinds of crimes, man. And they still, this man still running the so-called free world. And all these crimes they brought out on Biden and his son earlier this summer. Man, because what? The Lord dealing with these leaders of this world, man. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1. Read, King.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth.
Come on.
Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord.
Right, power is given you of the Lord. No nation, give me, real quick, give me Proverbs 21 and 1. All right, give me Proverbs 21 and 1 real quick to prove that. Read.
And sovereignty, come on,
from the highest. From who?
From the highest.
From the highest, man. Sovereignty means just basically to be above the law. Right. All right, that's why a lot of these guys don't get prosecuted, man. They got all kinds of war crimes and stuff. They took them out, they raided Trump's, what's that, Mar-a-Lago? Yeah. Right? And all right, now why Trump not locked up? If the FBI had to raid, you know when the feds come for you, you fool. Right. If that's me and you, if the feds come, they got a case against you already. Right. The feds ain't really coming to play games with you. Right. You know what I'm saying? If they come, they got a case against you. That's why they never came for us, because although they always announce that they watching us, they ain't got nothing on us. We're just teaching the gospel. We ain't doing a damn thing. But if the feds come to your door, more likely than not, unless they come to question you, if they come to raid you and take you in the custody, they got something on you. They got a case, so why Trump not locked up? Because sovereignty, man, these guys are in power and they're above the law to a degree, right? But they're not above the law with the Most High.